back with another video, and I think it's what, I don't know what time it is. It's 7:53, and I should be at work today, but I couldn't. I just couldn't get out of bed this morning. I hate what happened to me. I hate the fact that I'm not productive. I hate the fact that I'm in this situation, and I hope this is a lesson to other employers who are continuing this practice. I mean, just use this as a form of philanthropy, seriously, because you greatly affect the lives of people when you don't follow rules and policies, procedures, and laws. You destroy the lives of other people. You take good, hardworking people and you basically turn them into, unproductive, scared individuals that are emotionally disturbed, and it's bad. It's really bad. I used to enjoy going to work. I used to look forward to going to work. I used to get excited about going to work. I no longer have that. That was my outlet, and so now I feel completely lost. And some people will say, well, can't you just socialize with people? I don't enjoy socializing with most people, not under those circumstances. I'm not a partier. I was never really a partier. And in the days when I used to drink and smoke marijuana, back those days, I was more of a loner when I did it. So, I did remember when I was younger, I used to have people come over to my house, and they were all bums and just like, people. I was like the only one in my apartment complex that had a job, so of course they knew they could raid my refrigerator, so how good of friends, what kind of friends really were they? But anyway, so I don't really have a social life, so I always dreamt of a social life that was one that was constructive and a productive social life, and now I'm going to have to deal with the realization that I'm probably never going to have that. This really has ruined my life, and now I'm wondering what good is anything at this point. Like I said, looking at one as is creating a lot of anxiety and depression in me, because, it does. It's like a trigger. It's like if somebody was constantly, going through something, like every time they applied for a job and they were abused for something repeatedly over and over and over again, then certain things are going to trigger a certain response in a person. And looking for a job right now is doing that. But at the same time, going to that workplace every day is creating the same problem, because it's the biggest form of harassment you can ever imagine. Because I didn't want the job, and I'm just dealing with perps who continually undermine me, and I hate them. So I'm in a really bad situation, yet I need a job, I'm not happy in that situation. And the more they talk to me, the more it just irritates me. So it's just, I'm just trying to get these people to know. That's why I let the owner know, but I don't want to talk to your son. Please don't deal with the secretary. He's like, well, you guys gotta get along. Don't force the issue more than it has to, okay? If she needs something, let's just be polite and keep it moving. Do not talk to me about the weather. Don't talk to me about your car. And luckily they don't, okay? I know the girl yesterday, she came in and she was talking with the guy who called on the phone. But still, it's just, I don't even want that dialogue, because at this point, it's like, trying to make friends with your rapist is basically what it equates to. And it's bad. So, I feel like I've been robbed of everything, and I'm angry about it, I'm angry, I'm emotional about it, and the time just keeps going by and by. And I know people are like, well, you need to get out there. Like I said, what happened to me? Look what happened. I had people literally psychologically abusing me, people I didn't even know, and what they think is a game is illegal, and it's terrifying for a person. But yet I gotta have a job, I don't expect my life to change that much if and when I do get another job and I can move. I now realize that my life is never going to be the same. It's never going to be the same. I will probably be very reclusive, even more so than I have ever been, because this has created an anxiety inside of me that is very hard to shake. It's very hard to shake, and I really, I just can't even. I'm tired of dealing with, people who are incompetent, who don't deserve, jobs, who don't deserve to be in the positions that they're in, literally ruining the lives of other people. That's exactly what they do. They ruin the lives of other people, and then they get angry, and they get, and they want to, shuck the blame for their own failures. Okay, if me dressing nice to work makes people feel bad, well, guess whose problem that is? Okay, that's not my problem. Okay, obviously, if you feel that way, then maybe you need to go out and go shopping or develop your own sense of style or something. That's not my problem. The fact is, when you go to work, you have to be clean. You got to have deodorant on, okay? You should be looking your best. You're representing the company, okay? In some way, shape, or form. Anybody will tell you that, okay? Your own mother told you that. And if she didn't, well, then guess what? You're probably, I don't know. All parents are shitty at this point in my book, but I will say that you probably had a shitty upbringing. So don't blame me for your problem. And that really irritates me. And then, I don't do anything at work to ever, try to demonstrate anything other than my concern and my interest in the job. And it's very difficult, because one of the things about targeted individuals is that they're the most hardworking, they're the most dedicated, they're the ideal type person to have in a company. And this does create a lot of competition. That's one of the reasons why you have people like Mary Landucci and Joanna Chavez and Selena Bruce and other people. Of course, they're all aligned with all these other corrupt individuals. They try to, advance themselves and destroy other people's career options. And what I should be looked upon by employers as somebody who has great skill, and who has been able to work with very little and has done outstanding things. That's what I should be looked upon as. And that's how you evaluate employees, okay? That's how you should. You should be able to look at what they bring to the office. And these people recognize my worth, and they try to keep you down. And that's why, it creates so much aggravation, and it makes me angry. It makes me very angry. And so, but at this age, it's just something that, at this age that I'm at right now, I can't believe this is happening to me. I cannot believe it's happening to me. And then they show obvious signs of their inability to do their job, and yet they still continue to live prosperous lives while I continue to struggle. That is just absolutely mind-numbing to me. I should be able to call up any employer and be able to find a job just like that. Seriously, okay? And I understand that racism exists in the workplace. I fully understand that. But I've worked for people who were just racist before anyway, but at least they saw the value. They looked at things objectively, okay? And they're like, okay, maybe they wouldn't, hang out with a black person after work hours, but you know what? I can do my job, and I'm worthy of having a job. And they look at it that way, and that's fine. I don't care, but I should be able to I shouldn't have any of the problems that I'm encountering. And the reason why I am is because of illegal reasons. And that just frustrates me so bad, because like I said, I've given my best and my hardest and my all to everything I've ever done. I mean, I have literally struggled for years, okay, and I have gotten absolutely nowhere. And that's not my fault. It's not my fault. And I'm angry at it, the situation. And so by going to this job every day, it's just nothing more than harassment to me. So when I get to, when I come home, I sometimes, reflect on the day, and I'm just like irritated, I am grateful that, I have a roof over my head. I'm grateful that I have, food in the refrigerator. I'm grateful that I have warm clothes. I'm grateful that I have, even if it's a shitty car, I still have one. I'm grateful for that, okay? But, I look at this whole thing, and it's like, I'm not a materialistic person. I've never asked for much in life. Really, I just always thought, okay, let me have a little space to myself. Let me just be able to, come home, listen to some music. I wish I always wanted maybe one or two close friends, and that was pretty much it. I wanted to, be very active at work because work is my outlet. That is my outlet. Or things that relate to social issues. Those are my concerns. Those are my passions. Okay, and they supersede the need for, marriage and all of that stuff. And so I get irritated with overly romantic women, and they're projecting their bullshit on me, and just because they think that's what they want, they think that I want that. I don't want that. Okay, help yourself. Or if I'm being held down by a male-dominated society, well, you know what? I wouldn't be much good to you. Okay, other than in the workplace, I'm not going to be much good to you. I'm not. Okay. I want to take instructions from you. I don't care how handsome you are. You could be like the most gorgeous man ever. It doesn't matter. Okay, at work, you're no different to me than a pen or a piece of paper or a ruler that I use at work. You are a part of my job. Okay. Now, I don't believe in mixing work and that together. I don't. I really don't. And if sometimes I do understand that, people fall in love at work. I fully understand that. If it's happened to people, I'm not pointing the finger at them. I don't blame them, okay? And unless, of course, it's in a situation where one is a subordinate and one is in a management position, okay? But even then, I still fully understand it. If it happens, you know what? The only thing I could say is you need to keep that stuff private, if that's the case, okay? And obviously there should be no display of any affection between that manager and that subordinate, because it's going to cause jealousy, gossip, and you're going to create friction. But I will say that, and I would advise against it for that reason, okay? But I understand certain things can't be helped, and because I'm not in that issue or that situation, that's not my problem. But I will say, I don't believe in doing that, okay? But if it does happen, it should be done in a professional context where, if somebody's interested in another person, then they send that person, they confront that person directly, okay? And then that's up to that individual to make that decision, okay, whether they're going to accept it or not. It doesn't need to be some, gossip platform. I don't know what the hell went on in Facebook, but I suspect my sister had somebody in mind or whatever. And, I don't know if it even has anything to do with Steve Watts. I'm assuming it did. I did have a dream about him a while ago, and I had one about him a couple nights ago, and it was completely platonic, and it was weird. It took place like in an airport, right? And he comes off the airplane, or he had some bags. He had bags. He had a shoulder bag. It looked like a travel bag, okay? And I was like, oh, hi, how are you? And I remember kissing him on the cheek or something. And we started laughing because my red-colored lipstick looked good against his skin, and he was like, hey, I'm going to have to try that color. And we started laughing, okay? And it was like, but I can tell in the dream just kind of related to me that, because sometimes your dreams, reveal subconscious things that you're feeling. And, I think I always had a great admiration for Steve Wiles, and I always thought that he was a very handsome man. But the dream was extremely platonic. So as we were walking arm in arm, like chums, like buddies, and we were walking towards this big shed, like where airplanes are supposed to go. And then the dream cuts off, okay? I don't know what that dream means, but I will say there was nothing sexual in nature about it. It was very platonic, but I did have this great admiration and this warm feeling towards him. And that was pretty much it. But whatever the case is, when these sort of things happen, it could destroy a person's reputation, a person's life, when people start throwing out stuff like this kind of gossip in the context, in somebody's life, okay? Now, mind you, I've never been a person who's had, a lot of prestige at the workplace. I've never had, all the perks and all the prestige that a lot of people have, okay? Regardless of how hard I worked, okay? Seriously, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much you know in this world either. And I would like to say to my mother, you are absolutely wrong. It really doesn't matter what you know, okay, in this world, okay? It's bullshit, okay? It's who you know in this world, and it's bullshit. My mother lives in a bubble. She lives in a fantasy world.
because she has my dad provide for her, and so she doesn't know how things really work. But this world is goddamn corrupt, okay? And I hope this opens up her eyes. But anyway, you know, it is what it is, okay? So, yeah, I mean, I'm just irritated by the entire thing, and we live in a corrupt world, and you know, I could work for 20 years. I could work my hardest for 20 years. I could come to work every day on time. I could not take sick days. I mean, seriously, I used to be a hard worker. I used to come to work when I was not feeling good. If I had a headache that was just, you know, blowing my brains out, believe me, I was there at work. I was doing everything I could to demonstrate that I was a hard worker, and you know what? I have gotten absolutely nothing for it. Okay, mind you, you get these people who do all kinds of illegal things. They don't do things right. They do all kinds of things that are wrong. They put other people's lives in jeopardy. They gossip. They don't uphold confidentiality. They're not even qualified for their jobs, and they continue to get more. Okay, open up your eyes, Mom. Okay, this is how the real world works. Okay, so yeah, I'm you know, hopefully in her old age she has come to the realization that everything that she's believed in is a goddamn lie. So I'm going to wrap this video up, and I will be back with another one later. Take care. Bye-bye.